finish that survey. It's super appreciated. It'll help me to help you and other people out there with marketing support. I do these free workshops just about every single month, so we can continue to keep, education flowing out there and support the world of digital marketers like you. Okay, good. Let's roll. First things first, I want to talk about audience. The thing that is really important for all of us with whatever we're trying to promote, get authority out there for what we're doing, is making sure we know who our audience is. $37 billion a year is wasted by companies that shoot out marketing, advertising, social media to the wrong target audience. So for all of us out there, we need to know if our audience is, and these are fake people. Is it the Bethanies? Is it the older Bethanies, or is it the young dude Kirks, or is it the Steffies, the mompreneurs? Who is it that we're trying to reach with our messages? We need to know this. We need to be aware of it. And these are notes you can take. You don't, if you have a notepad with you, maybe you can write some things down that apply to you, that are going to help you today, tomorrow, over the weekend, doing your planning, deciding what way you're going with your marketing. If you're a vet practice, a dentist, an endodontist, the characteristics of those who bought your products and services, who you do serve. Who are these people? Who have you invoiced over the last few months? What type of person is that? Why did they buy from you? How old are they? What is their demographics? What are their interests? If you're marketing a kind of product that, goes after like sort of the Gen Z, young millennials, is it going after mostly females? If you were, for example, an orthodontist, you might have moms as your biggest target audience. Now, certainly you do other adults and men and stuff that want to have straighter teeth or do Invisalign, but I would bet that you would have a ton of moms that you would want as your main target audience, because they're going to bring their kids in for braces when they're going to need braces. And let's be honest, the moms/wives are going to make decisions about the family and themselves and husbands as well. So that would be a key target audience, is that group of people that's like late 20s to late 30s that are female. So know who your target audience is. Review social media. These are ways to sort of figure out who that target audience is that you're trying to reach with your products and services, and determine who that is. It might also be who you like to talk to. Like if there's a couple of you out there, whether you're in school still, wrapping up school, or deciding your next move, it's who do you like to talk to? Who do you like to help? Who's that group that you're like, that if I could offer them something that's going to be something passionate to me that I know about, that could help them. Like, who is this? Look at social media about your products and services that other people are even promoting, right? List out the type of people engaging with similar content, who that is. It's a really important drill to do. And I'm saying, if you've got a notepad there, or you can do this later, is actually write this stuff down. By putting it in writing, you actually really solidify who that target audience is, and what are things that make them different, make them your target audience. Even with Kareem's group, several are on the call here today on the Zoom from Kareem's team. And I knew that they do car damage repair. I probably said that on collision repair, that type of thing. But they have a certain target audience, like demographically, who are these people? What are they interested in? I know anybody can get in a car accident, but I bet you there's some specific things about that audience. Study the competition as well, and who are they targeting with ads. So, Google around on YouTube or social media, and and websites as well. Who is the competition going after with their social media, with their ads and their website and videos? So this is super important. Nail down your target audience. This is just a fundamental first step, right? See your business through the eyes of your customers. For example, and this is so awesome that JD is here today, because I decided last night, I changed this slide, and there is JD on the screen right in front of us. So cool. This was his website before. And JD is an endodontist up in Minnesota, right? God, I hope I said that right. And
Yes,
so,
correct.
okay, awesome. And he has two beautiful offices, just about 15 miles apart or something like that. And we've done a lot of work with them over the years and shot some beautiful videos. This website we built for them, but this website is his before website. And it's if you look at this, right, it's all over the map. You sort of don't know where to look. There's pictures. Some are stock photos. Some are his office, but you may not even realize that because if you're not familiar, you wouldn't know that. And the navigation is over on the left side, and it's a little bit hard to figure out where to go. So then we go, let's redo the website. Let's really make it engaging. Let's make it pull you in. And that's the website we built for him. And that's actually a video on the hero banner of the homepage. So it's actually moving. And what that does is it draws you in. If you land on the website, it draws you in. It builds trust right away because you get to meet JD and his staff. You get to see the spaces of the website. And so what we're doing is looking at your business, your website, which today is the front door of your business, or it could be your Facebook page, your Instagram page, your YouTube channel. Look at it through the eyes of your target customer. What are they seeing? Are they being drawn in? And that's a great example of seeing, like, that's not what we really want to do. That new website's what will really draw in our customers, right? Our potential patients. And then here's another example is an orthodontist in South Carolina, and that's his before website. Now, if you were a potential patient of that orthodontist, you landed on that website. I mean, I'd love to ask the group here, and anybody can turn their mic. If you landed on that website within 3 seconds, what do you think that website's about? Anybody can answer.
Some kind of nature,
Vacation.
something or another.
Yeah, like
travel.
travel,
Travel,
vacation, maybe photography,
Camping.
camping. Exactly. Yet he's an orthodontist. Now, it's funny because I'll tell you, I talked to that doctor like 4 years ago, and he was like, "Oh, maybe I should redo my website." And I'm like, "You definitely should redo your website." And then he didn't become a client. A year later, I was doing a workshop just like this, and he attended. And he was like, I just kept thinking about that conversation. And we looked at his website again. I said, "Doctor, please look at your website. Tell me what you see. Like, look at it not from your perspective," because he may have taken that photograph. And he's like, "I love that photograph. It's beautiful. It makes people like me." And I go, "Look at the website as a customer. They don't care about that it's your photograph, that it's a beautiful picture. It doesn't make me think that that's where I'm going to get beautiful straight teeth and I want to bring my family." So when you're developing your business, or you're upgrading your business, or the presentation of your business for 2024 to take your marketing and your dream to the next level this year, by the end of the year, like the things that you want to get done, if you're going to build a new website, or you're going to build a website for the first time, present it to your customers through their eyes. Look at it. And a great drill you can all do this, is look at 3 competitors or people in your industry and look at their websites, look at their social media. Like, this will take you 10 minutes. Look at their websites, look at their social media, and go, who is winning that game? What competitor of yours or person in your industry is like doing fantastic? They really nailed talking to me, to the customer that would want to buy from there. And then look at yours, if you have one, and go, okay, how am I doing? Where do I stack up in that? And how can you really communicate to your target audience what they're looking for, right? And that was just another good example of a before and after of a website that we did and changed the game for them. So looking at your marketing through the eyes of your potential audience.
Which would you recommend building your own website, or like how would, like, coming from like a learning perspective, like,
Yep.
would you, I know, because like if I were to build a website and put like all my time into it, I would think personally it would be an amazing website. But on the other end, when customers stumble on my page, it'd be like a really bad website. Do you know where I'm kind of getting at here?
Yeah,
So
Jacob,
is it better to hire someone to build it or try and keep failing and learning on those that end there?
well, yeah, Jacob, you're with us from Toronto, I'm
Yeah.
supposing. Yep, yep,
Yeah.
yep. And what kind of business is it?
It's just an online like I'm a marketing agency business I'm trying to do.
Yeah, yeah, no, awesome. So what I would say is, if you're not a web designer, you're gonna really have a learning curve there. And I would take advantage of getting someone to build your website with you. That's a marketing person that's got experience in it. They can, there's different levels, right? You could do a highly customized website that could cost a ton of money. You can do a WordPress website that's sort of middle of the road that is a very good website, very stable. Or you can start with something like a Squarespace or a Wix website, which is like at the bottom of the rung, but can be done nicely, right? You can do
Okay.
very good work with a Wix or Squarespace website, and it's sort of drag and drop, to a certain degree. But I would
Okay.
get a professional to do it with you that you can trust, and they've got products in the area that they've done websites for a few years, and they can show you their products. And
Okay.
then walk down that path with them, because you
Okay.
want to, because it's in your industry as well, and you want to be a
Mm,
marketing person. So walk down the path of building the website, be involved, give them the assets, which means the pictures, the videos, the content. You provide it, and then watch them and work with them as they build the website. That's the best way to do it, because then down the road you want to be able to manage your own website and take care of it, especially if it's your industry, right?
okay.
But
Yeah.
don't fight, with yourself, trying to like, well, I better do this myself to prove that I can do it or something, because you could have a great looking website in a month from now if you just
Okay.
hired someone to do it and said, look, let's do a WordPress website, put it together, spend a little bit of money, but do it right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, no,
Are
no,
we
it's a fantastic
are
question.
we okay to are we okay to network here? Because I build websites. I'll be glad to work with you.
Oh, yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be awesome. Who said that? Was
Throw
that was
your
that Paul?
chat, throw
Is
your
that
name into
Paul?
the chat.
That was that
Sorry,
Paul
speak
there?
up. Whoever just talked.
Yeah,
Paul?
Yeah,
yeah,
this is
that's
Paul.
Paul.
Yeah, Paul. I'll
Hey
put
Paul.
my
Yeah, can you just DM me there?
I don't know if it allows me to DM in this chat room.
If you go down to the chat, Paul, you should be able to put your contact info in there, so that Jacob could reach out to you. Definitely want,
I just did that go to
Nice.
everybody?
it
Yep,
might, but I don't
Yeah.
care. If it goes to everybody, it
Yes.
doesn't matter.
I got it.
Doesn't
All
matter.
right.
If it goes to everybody, then everybody gets to know how to get to Paul if they want to talk to Paul.
And I'm
Uh, Paul, you're muted.
I said you said, oh, in a month you could have a great website. If it's not done within, a basic website within a week, you're went way too long.
And I'll tell you though, Paul, if you hustle and you can do it, that's no doubt about it. You could do it in a week. But I'll tell you that I've had more than 10 stories of people saying, "Hey, I've been working on a website with a company, and we're about 6 months in, and they're still saying they're working on the
That's
content." It's
that's
sad.
crazy. That's ridiculously dumb.
Well,
I've
I don't disagree, but I'll tell you, I'm working with a client
Yep,
right this
yep,
minute that
yep.
we're doing their marketing. The website's being built by a different company. They're 6 months in, and they're still working on it.
Yeah, I've have a lot of the same stories for my customers. They
Yeah.
they give up on their developer and come to me, and like 3 days later it's completely finished and they're like freaking out.
Good for
Because
you. That's
because
awesome.
I just get it done. There's no sense in messing around and of course you're not ever finished. You just have the basic product out there in 3, 4, 5 days, and then you tweak it from there and you get comments from people and feedback from people, and you change it and tweak it and play with it until it's perfect. But if you don't have the base thing out there in a week, that's ridiculous.
Well, I'll tell you that to launch off of what Paul just said is you get a website, you do a plan, you do it, and you do a website that's going to have the basic pages that you need for your website. But we've all heard of the search engine optimization, SEO.
Yes.
And the truth
Yep.
is that what Paul says is correct. The website is never fully done to 100%, because you are always going to make your website better over time. And you have
Yes.
to do that. Google algorithms are constantly, sending like these Google spiders out there to search your site and go, is that person being responsible as a business owner to be updating their site routinely, which is SEO work. And that is a vital component of your long-term game, so that your website's constantly better, constantly serving your potential customers better, so that you get more and more people organically coming to your website. So that's a key point. Let's keep rolling. Now, the slide you see on your screen right here is actually going to tell you the key pages based on survey that you need to have on your website. Your homepage, of course, is obvious. It's got to be your main landing page of your company, right? After your homepage, though, and this survey was done at what I had my staff do is I said, okay, take every website we host and manage and have built, right? And look at all their Google Analytics of the landing pages, or the pages that get the most traffic. And this was a compilation survey, and it showed us that after the homepage, the About Us page was the second most important page. So you have your homepage, the About Us page. Why is that? Because the About Us page is going to be all about your, who you are, your mission, your purpose in that company, pictures of you guys. That builds trust when you have real pictures of the team, of the owner, that type of thing. The next most important pages, interestingly, is your blog pages. And that's because this is where the SEO comes into play. When you're writing at least once a month, if not more, writing a new blog that's educational articles that you put out there about what you do as a product or service, and you put them on your website, Google loves that. It rewards you for adding new content to your website, which is the easiest way to add new content to your website. And it's education. And those blogs, which I'm going to show you in a slide later, they can actually start resulting in good organic traffic coming to your website, where they read the article, then they go find out more about you, and then they can become clients. So that's your blog pages. Next is your service pages. So you have a navigation tab that talks about services or products or what we do, this kind of navigation tab, and that would just explain what your services are. And then finally, your contact page. And that's sort of the basic, obvious directions on how to get to you, or a phone number to call you, and a form so that they can reach out to you. Okay. So if you're building a new website, these are the pages you have to have. Doesn't mean you might not want other pages, right? There could be some other pages you want too, but these are the primary ones based on survey that are the most important. All right. Let's keep rolling. Love the interaction. Google, 92% of searches for a product or service are done on Google. We have to be responsible for making sure we're doing the right things with Google. And when you're talking about Google, your Google business profile used to be called Google My Business. This is your #1 online listing. After you have a website, if you have a business, you have to have a Google business profile. If you're online and, let's say, working from home, you can have a zone, and this is where you set up your profile. You can have a zone that you're sort of regional, that you don't have an address, or if you have an actual business with an address, you put that in there, your information of how to contact you. There's a whole bunch of stuff you put in here and about what your business is. And the more you start getting reviews and doing updates on your Google business profile, this is where you're going to get a lot of organic reach to your business. You go in and set up a Google account, which most of us have, like a Gmail account. You put a login in Google. Then from there, you can set up a Google business profile. And if you have one or have not gone in a while to update it, go into your Google business profile. If you look up, if you're in Google and you go up in the upper right corner, you got 9 black little dots, and you click on that, it opens up a box. Maybe I can show this to you guys. Let me see if I can really quickly give you guys an example, because this is really, really important. If I go to okay, so this is, I'm actually logged in because I manage this. So Pine Creek Animal Clinic. This is a vet clinic in Pennsylvania. So this is their Google business profile. And you can see I'm logged in, right? So this is as if you're logged in. You can add photos. You can, they have 290 Google reviews, 4.8. So you want to be getting Google reviews. You have your hours, address. You have this information that it starts to track your business when it's popular to go in there. It has all these reviews here. You have from Pine Creek Animal Clinic. So you actually have information. This is SEO optimized, meaning search engine optimized with keywords about the business, written information about. This is sort of like your about page on your website, but on Google, right? You also can do updates on Google. Like when you do a post to Facebook, it's a Facebook post, or a post to Instagram, it's an Instagram post. On Google, when you have a Google business profile, you actually can do what's called an update. It's just basically a post on Google. Every single week, you should be doing an update on Google that basically does this. And it's like, did you know dental care for pets is blah, 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 blah. And then it has a link on how to go, find out more about dental care for pets. So you can actually do posts on your Google business profile. Really, really important, right? So, and the way you can deal with this business profile is, and you can see this when you're logged in, you have all this stuff. You can edit the profile, you can read reviews, you can actually get reviews. If I'm going to cover reviews later, but since I'm here, I'm going to just do this with you now. I think if I click here, okay, so we can see all their reviews here, right? Then there's a button here, get more reviews. If I click this, it gives me a short link and I can copy it. Then what I can do with this is I can put it in an email. I can put it in a text. I can send it to customers. So if you're a small business and you've got 3 customers that you've done good work for, send this or text this link to them and say, look, I am trying to build up my reviews on Google. This is one of the most important things to get more people seeing me so I can help more people. We don't want to be pushy about, I just need reviews, but how can I help more people to get more and better service in this zone industry, what I do? Send them this link, say, this supports me, but it also supports me helping more and more people out there. Do a review for me. So you can copy that link, stick it in a text, stick it in an email, send it out. These are ways to build up.
Can I ask a question?
Certainly.
So I've done a lot of this for clients, setting up their Google My Business and all that, and setting it up. And of course, I'm starting 2 businesses right now, my own, but both of the businesses are global. So you kind of got to fake everything out with Google just so you can get Google reviews. And because I'm a global, I don't have a local location. I don't have a home base. I don't have a home business. It's global. So, you got any advice for that?
For your businesses?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
because you want to have Google reviews, because that's one of the most important things to have on right now. And but a lot of this stuff is geared for local people only, right? It's not geared for a global business.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, Walker Kreative, my company, if you Google this, and I want to move on because I know I'm not going to get through all my slides with us today. But if you go to the Walker Kreative, my Walker Kreative Google business profile, you will see it's a zone. Actually, I do not have an address on my Google business profile. And that's because I help people all over the world. So that's what you can do with your Google business profile. Is if you are not a local business that has an office, you can decide what your zone is. And it literally, for mine, I think it shows North America. I mean, I actually do have clients in Japan and stuff, but it shows North America. So you can do it that way. And sometimes, I'll be honest, I had Google turn off my Google business profile one time because they said, well, you need an address. And then I sort of wrote to Google, there's a way you do it where you write to them and you say, look, this is not fair because I work all over the world. And they reviewed it and then went, oh, okay, you're right. And then they put it back up. So that's what
when I was doing a lot of this for my customers, they would actually send you a card in the mail.
Yeah.
That was kind of like a two-way authentication.
Yeah.
And if you didn't get a card at that address that you said it was in, then you didn't get to be in Google Business.
Yeah, that's another way to do it. And that's they still do that. But with my situation, because it was like what you're saying, it worked that way as well. Yeah. So it can be solved for sure. But good question.
All right.
Good question. These are good
All
detailed
right, I'll
questions.
check into it.
Yeah. All right. So that's Google Business Profile. So after you get your website sorted out, do that. And this right here, this slide we're looking at is really, I'm not going to try to read all that to you. I think you get the point on reviews. And you know this for yourselves, when you're deciding to, pick a new dentist or pick a veterinarian or pick, you're going to go buy products from a shop, especially if it's affecting people like friends or loved ones, you're going to look at reviews about them. And so, like 92% of people, 93% of people, of consumers, are looking at reviews before they decide to do business with someone. So do work on getting your reviews. And it might not just be your Google Business Profile. Maybe if you were a restaurant, well, Yelp is a huge thing for that type of industry. So maybe you want to get reviews on Yelp. There's other places you can get reviews. You can certainly do reviews on Facebook. You can do, if you're a doctor, you can get reviews on Health Grades. There are different industries might have specific type of online profiles that are important. So look into that depending on your industry. For marketing, for example, guys, for the marketing people on here, there's something that's relatively new called Clutch. There's a couple of other ones, but Clutch is a big one now. You can look up Clutch. I think it's clutch.com, and you can get reviews on Clutch. So that's one for the marketing guys out there. Look at Clutch as an online place to get reviews. Send out emails to clients and patients requesting they leave reviews. We talked about that. And another thing, if you have a local business, and some of my clients here, we might have done this with you, is that you can do a QR code and you can put a little poster in the lobby and also in treatment rooms where they can just put their phone right over the QR code, just like you did at the beginning to do the survey, hopefully for me. And it'll take you right from the QR code on the phone, right to the review page on Google. And you can do this, if you're familiar with a free tool called Canva, Canva.com, canva.com. A great tool. There's a free option, and then there's a paid Canva option for like $9 a month. Really good for doing social media posts and designing little things. And on Canva, you can create a QR code just like that links directly to a link like on your website or going to Google reviews or anything like that. And you can make little posters. So, and with the clients of Walker Creative, we've done posters like this for many. So if you want this and you are a client, we can get that put together for you and sent off to you. Kareem, you guys down there, I'm not sure if you guys have this, but I would definitely do this, and you can use Canva to make it, or just reach out to us and we can help you with it as well. So you can get reviews like in the shop or in the lobby, stuff like that.
Will do. Thanks.
Yeah, excellent. And also, let's not forget the power of video and these devices that we all have in our pockets, these phones, these cameras we've got, is get reviews on video. And you could even set up in the corner of your business, or you can do a Zoom and record a Zoom call with a client that they do a video recorded testimonial. So you can do these on your phones, you can get really professional and have a professional camera like you see on the slide. We go out and do, if we go to a client and we professionally do video shoots, we will record mini testimonials and we'll put them on your website. We'll put them on your YouTube channel. We'll promote them on social media, but you can do this with your phones as well. And even if we've been out to see you and done it, you can keep going forward using your phones to do more and more testimonials with super happy customers by just setting up a decision in this corner of our lobby, or in this way. Come up with your solution depending on your setup. You have a little tripod. You can get a phone tripod with a little ring light on Amazon for like $39.95. You can get a wireless microphone for $24.95. And you can, if you need a microphone, depending on the noise in where you are, and you can set up to get testimonial reviews. Super, super powerful that you can put these on your social media feeds. You can put these on YouTube, put them on your website. Really powerful to get video review testimonials. So this is another tool. I'm saying get into it. Video is the place to be. YouTube has more than 2.7 billion users in 2024. It is the second biggest search engine to Google. And if you think Google's getting crowded and AI is taking over on Google, and who knows if we're going to get organic positions because of the SEO work we're doing on top, because some people are saying, well, the Google is just basically going to give AI responses now. So it's going to get harder and harder on SEO. Well, then the next place to get good on is YouTube, because YouTube is video and AI hasn't figured that out yet. So start looking at YouTube as your next place to get active, right? Very important. All right. So let's do this. Put this as a target. I would love to see everybody put this as a target in the next couple weeks. Let's say 14 days is work with your team, or you do it, is decide you're going to, with your phone, if that's your resource in your tool, you're going to record a customer, a patient, a client, and you're going to record them, and you can hear some notes, what problem did you have that you needed help with? How did that get solved with me or with my services or products? That's the second question. What problem did you have that you really needed to get help with? How did that get solved with me? And then would you tell other people where to get that problem solved and why? That's literally 3 questions you could ask. You record it on your phone. You could use an editor as easy as, iMovie, or another little simple editor. You can put that on your website, put that on your social media, and it can get a lot of attention. So everybody, that's your target in the next 2 weeks. Get a testimonial for yourself from someone you helped or a customer. And here's examples down here. This teenager, it got braces, and he did a testimonial on his mom agreed that it was fine on phone, posted that on Facebook, got a lot of responses. This woman was at a restaurant. This is a client of ours in St. Petersburg, Florida. She went on and on about how she loved the food at this restaurant. That got posted, got a bunch of things. And here is an orthodontist I worked with in Utah, and he did we did a big video shoot, and then afterwards we had dinner together, and he did a testimonial I did a selfie, literally holding my phone up. And it was, so you can do these in all types of ways. Selfie videos are super fun, where your client's with you and you're standing there together chatting. Super great way to do it. What did I do? Oh, I clicked on it accidentally. Look at that. There you go. It's playing, except you can't hear it. There you go. Humanize your social media. Next thing that I really want to talk about is examples of this is today you see too many stock photos and nice quotes and things like this, whether it's on social media or on websites. This is 10 years ago. It's so 10 years ago. What potential clients and customers want to see is they want to see the real you. They want to understand you. They want to have trust for you. A way we can build that trust and help people decide that to choose us instead of the competition is because we're sharing our real us with them. So, on your website, on your social media, what's a day in the life of me as what I do, whether I'm fixing cars, fixing teeth, helping pets, being, a florist, being a marketing person. If you're being a marketing person, take a selfie of you sitting there working on a website for a client or editing a video for a client. Do a little video of explaining what you're doing. Post this stuff on social media. Humanize it. It's huge. I've been on radio. I've been on workshops. I've been on podcasts. I talk about humanize your marketing in every way you can. This is going to make you stand out against the competition and make you look different, because too many businesses out there, they don't have time. So they just post stock photos of stuff or pretty quotes, and people just scroll right past it. It's just not what they want to see right now. So humanize what you're doing. Take pictures of yourself, your staff, fun things happening, birthdays, anniversaries, babies, puppies, kittens, people that bring a cake in, or, bring flowers in, or you deliver something to somebody. whatever it might be. But this is real life. This is what's really what people love to see on social media. So share that, share real life. It will really make you stand out. All right. And these are just all examples I wanted you to see that, all these things are, this is a doctor dancing with her staff up there. That's a Washington, D.C. client. Here's a vet practice that did a fundraiser for the local church, or not a donation drive for the local church where they brought food in during the holidays. This is this one here with the balloons in the middle. This is an office manager, a vet practice, and it was her birthday. Got massive. I mean, look at that. It had, what does that say? Like 1,200 engagements, 150 likes and stuff, so forth. It just blew up. And that's literally just a birthday for the office manager. People love when businesses share about their staff and how awesome their staff are. It's huge. If you have staff, you should at least once a week have a post that highlights a staff member and how they're awesome, or that they had a birthday, or that they had an anniversary because they've worked here for 2 years now, or anything like that, or just what they do. Like, this guy does this job and it's so appreciated. And he is the guy that screws on bolts onto boards. I'm being silly, but that might be what he does, and does it so well. Right. And then here, of course, is just, this is a funny one, but it got massive engagement. The doctor went and got a haircut, and he tagged the barber that did his haircut. And so here it is, as he's getting his haircut, he did a selfie. And then after he got his haircut, he went outside and did a selfie with the name of the barber behind him, and posted that to social media. Massive engagement. It's silly. It doesn't seem to make any sense because he's a doctor, he's an orthodontist, but he did it, got tons of engagement, actually got connected with all of the audience that goes to that barber as well, because he tagged the barber. So it just extended his reach by tagging the barber and got all those people involved. So great ideas to humanize your social feed. So that is a key thing. If you're a couple people here are working on marketing companies, or they're in school to do digital marketing, yeah, I know it seems simple. This is a huge factor in making you stand out and be different, to do this the right way. We are actually doing a lot of marketing recently for a jewelry store, a local jewelry store, and it's all about lifestyle and showing people wearing the jewelry in different, of course, you could do the fiance thing, and where you're, giving the diamond ring and this type of thing. That is massive. We've been doing that, but how you wear jewelry, how you do this type of thing. So depending on the product you're selling or the service you're selling, tie that in and then humanize it. How is it being used in life? Okay, let's keep rolling. And user-generated content. This is probably not the first time you heard about it, but when users share about your product or service on their feeds and tag you, that's huge. So encourage your patients, clients, customers, if they're in your business or using your product, to share about it and get all of their audience to know about you on their feeds. That's a really great way to get a lot more reach out on social media by user-generated content. All right. Does anybody have, just so I can get some feedback, does anybody have an example of user-generated content that they have experienced where someone shared about them? Anybody experienced that in the businesses they've got?
Cebron, I had a really good client who we painted his classic Volkswagen, and he would bring it to car shows and then post that, hey, we did this great job for him. Thanks to Knockout, we won this first place.
Wow. See, that's a great example. And Kareem has an awesome auto body shop in Chico, California. I remember, Kareem, when I was there with you shooting videos, you had a guy that had a classic Porsche as well, and shared about that. So user-generated content, when you have a client that's super happy with your work, put it out there and they put it out there, and encourage that. We have some things we're doing with some clients where we're encouraging it by, we put up a little poster and we say, look, it's sort of like being an influencer, right? If you put out content that shares what we do, we're going to enter you in a drawing to get a $100 Visa gift card at the end of the month. So, you know, for all the influencers or just people that may not be calling themselves influencers that put out content about our products or services, every month we're going to do a drawing. And because we can see it on our feed, right? Because if they put out content and tag you, you see it on your Facebook feed or your Instagram feed. And if they do that, they get entered into a drawing. And then, you know, $100 Visa gift cards, totally arbitrary. It could be a $50 Visa gift card. It could be a dinner out. It could be whatever you want it to be as a reward. But then you start rewarding it. And after a few months, people are like, dang, these guys are so cool. Like all I did was just do a couple posts and I got this. And then maybe they even share that out and then it starts to like catch on. So it can really be a really neat way to get this influencer thing going in an easy way. All right, let's keep rolling. I know it's 12 o'clock, guys. And so if you need to jump, I understand. I'm going to try to just get through the last slides really quick. But it's been great having you with us today. I'm going to just try the next couple minutes to get through this. Please do finish the survey if you didn't finish it yet, but let's just try to knock this out before you have to go. 80-20 rule. That is simply the rule of don't use social media to sell. 80% of your posts on social media should be fun, entertaining, cool, what's happening in the business, educational, and only 20% would be like a sale or an offer or 50% off if you buy this week. So this type of thing. So 80-20, don't use your social media just for selling. Canva, we spoke about. We talked about blogging as a good thing to be doing to keep continuously building your SEO. So we covered that. This is also further about blogging. All this is right here is evidence. I just wanted to show you statistics where if you start to blog routinely, you can start getting a lot. These are Google Analytics stats showing when we posted a blog, it actually hit the first page of search on Google and started getting really good organic traffic to a website through the blogs. Both of these are examples of that, of hitting the first page of search on Google just with a blog. And what this shows here is for 2024, for everybody who's with us, is I wanted to show you, these are the things you should focus on in 2024 if you're building your business. Certainly, it's your website, getting your Google business profile set up properly, your social media, YouTube, getting your reviews, doing some SEO work on your website, blogging, putting new content on your website, sending out some emails, keeping your existing client base informed of what's going on with your business so you can get repeat business, and then tracking analytics. And I just feedback for everybody that's still with us and Kareem's team at the Auto Body Shop. I saw, and I just wanted to show this. Let me see if I can share this with everybody, just because I thought it was neat and Kareem's guys are here. So this is this is Knockout Collision Repair, and this is Chico, California business, Auto Body Shop. So we shot all these videos for Kareem's team. These are all testimonials we shot. This guy actually has the Porsche. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear this if I turn on. So he has a collectible Porsche, and he was a great guy. 430 views of this video. This video here, this is his business, and here's Kareem, his good-looking dude talking about his business. 101,000 views for this video. It's a minute long, promotes the business. So if you can get active using video, I'm telling you, YouTube is just second to Google as far as biggest search engine in the world. This is the next big place to be, or if not already the place to be. So YouTube is the next place you guys want to be putting energy into learning how to get good on YouTube and start doing video. So I just wanted to share that before we were done, because it's just a good example of
and a quick thing about those videos is that they show locally, because I'll be in my thread for Facebook and they'll pop up. And Kareem and I were in Costco, and some guy recognized him from his voice.
Wow.
Because you're that guy. Because he had heard his voice so much on his phone that he recognized Kareem by how he spoke.
Wow, that's awesome. That's so cool. Thanks for sharing that. That's neat. Okay, David, can I have the screen just with me and me and everybody? Okay, guys, thank you so much for being with us today. A couple things I said if you waited to the end and you were still with us. I want to make sure you do the survey, get my ebook about digital marketing. It's a bit of a blueprint of the key things to be doing. It has more points for you in writing. Also, if you want a business analysis and a free, full complimentary business analysis of your business from a 40-year trained business consultant, that is being offered today. So, Tony, if you want to share, do you have a link, Tony, to that?
Yes.
Okay, that's in the chat. And if you do that, you can actually, it's a questioned like review. You fill that out, and that creates a graph, and then you get a 30-minute one-on-one business analysis with a trained business consultant, Mr. Ron Walker, and he will do that with you if you like for your business. So that is now being offered. That is a $500, no cost to you, totally complimentary, if you want to take advantage of that here at the end. Okay, guys, have a fantastic rest of your Friday, a great weekend. I hope some of these things help. Can I get a thumbs up if you got some stuff that you can use to just carry on and have a great one? Okay, I want your 2024s to be killer. And definitely reach out to me if we're going to be doing these at least every month. So hope to see your faces again. All right, be great.